Good day. Good day. Hello. How is everybody? Ahaha. Ahaha. We're starting off this stream really well because I am very tired. But I got pizza, so it doesn't matter. It does not matter how tired I am because I have pizza. How is everybody this fine afternoon? Joined for ATS, I'm eating pizza. I was hungry. What do you want from me? Launching the ATS. Although, could just be a pizza stream. Maybe I'll just eat pizza for the whole stream. I don't know. The options are really endless. Actually, we'll eat the pizza. Because I don't like trying to play a game and eat food at the same time. Because knowing me, I'll get sucked into the game, forget about my pizza, and then it's gonna be fucking cold. Unmelted cheese? It's not unmelted, it's I want to say feta. Feta cheese doesn't melt quite like cheddar does. Pretty sure it's feta. It's a much softer cheese. But yeah, it doesn't quite melt as much. Or they put it on after they melt the rest of the cheese. I don't know. It's interesting. I have 4 different cheeses on this. Cheddar, Parmesan, feta, and I want to say mozzarella. Feds to force tech giants like Facebook, Google to pay for news with new bill. What? Huh? Huh? Feta cheese is for Greek salads? Well, if it is, it's damn good on pizza. I quite like it. I like it a lot. Alright. What is this fucking news? Canada is poised to force digital giants like Facebook and Google to share profits with Canadian media outlets when they make money off their content. Okay, this cheese. Holy fuck. The cheese does pose one problem in that it gets fucking everywhere. Holy shit. Bill C-18, also known as the Online News Act, was introduced Tuesday and is the Liberal government's latest attempt to support Canada's struggling news industry. Well, if the news industry didn't want to struggle so much, they could try reporting not dog shit news. Just a suggestion, I don't know. I'm not a professional out here. Platforms like Facebook and Google can expect to see a portion of the profit they make from news go to the organizations behind the content, though it will be up to the designated regulator, the Canadian Radio, Television and Telecommunications Commission. English is hard. To decide which outlets get a piece of the pie. Interesting. If it is for tacos, not pizza. Alright. I don't give a fuck. That's all I have to say to that. I don't give a fuck. It tastes good on pizza, so I'm putting it on pizza. There's nothing you can do about it. Little bitch. I'll fight you. Jason Nickerson's daughter became old enough for social media, he did something radical. He bought a landline. Do landlines still exist? I swear I've not heard of a single person with a fucking landline in 2022. Other than like people who are like fucking 90 years old and don't know what a cell phone is. That way, when his 12-year-old daughter wanted to make plans with friends, she could pick up the phone and call, instead of messaging through social media where she'd be exposed to all the realities of online life, from fun conversation with friends to developing self-esteem issues. Okay. Interesting. Interesting choice, Mr. Jason. Interesting choice. So, I get it. I get why. I understand. And from a certain point of view, it makes sense. Right? Social media is absolutely fucking destroying people. Alright? You log on to social media, and like, you're just bombarded with depressing news. Now you got depression. Bombarded with opinions from people that don't know you, yet they don't like you. Now you got self-confidence and self-esteem issues. And fucking, you know, so many ads, more ads than you can shake a stick at. It's like, what do you do? But I feel like parents that try to force their kids to avoid social media entirely, um, don't see the good that comes from it. From like just online in general, not even social media, because I mean social media is kind of dog shit. But if you think about the endless possibilities, the endless amount of access to things that you have just through online, it's ridiculous. You can find you can find communities that you otherwise would have never known about, never would have interacted with through online social media. And then you get to meet new people. You get to interact with people that you otherwise can't just because of distance. They could be on the other side of the country or on the other side of the world, right? Then you got to look at um, like the different creative outlets you can find if you want to pick up a new hobby, new talent, learn a new language, learn a new skill. It's all there. Just fucking Google it, and you can find like 10,000 tutorials on the thing that you want to learn more about. Like, the internet has its ups and downs. It has a lot of ups and has a lot of downs. But so does driving a car. So does flying. So does going on vacation outside of your own country. So does a relationship. So does having a family. Like, it's just a fact of life that some things are great and some things suck. Though I haven't read this entire article, I'm not sure if this is limited to if this restriction is just social media or if it's like online in general. But I mean, social media is so layered within the internet now that I feel like social media, not banning your kid from social media is basically banning them from the online. Let's be honest. So I'm gonna make a bold assumption and say that this guy's 12-year-old daughter is not allowed to use the internet in general. But Mr. Nickerson, I think, should be less focused on preventing his kid from engaging in the online world and more teaching her to, how do I want to say this? More, he should prepare for her for, fuck. This is the problem with this shit, is I'm really bad at articulating my thoughts. As a parent, it is not your job to say what your kid can and cannot do. Hello, Bengal. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. But instead, teach your kid, train your kid to prepare themselves and defend themselves against the world. The world and what it has to offer, basically. If that makes sense. Like, granted, parents run the household. They buy the food, they make the money, they provide the shelter. And like, I don't know, it's I mean, I'm not a parent. I don't know. But I have been a child. We all have. And we all know what it's like when you want to do something and your parents are just like, no, eat shit, pussy. And it sucks. And it sucks because you wanna experience new things. You wanna try new things, and your parents are just like, no, go fuck yourself. And yeah, it's lame. Especially in this case, Mr. Nickerson's daughters, her friends are gonna be all online. They're all gonna have social media. They're all gonna have their fancy cell phones. They're all gonna be online, hanging out with each other in their Twitter groups and they're on their TikToks. And she's just gonna be stuck with a fucking landline, sitting at home reading books, and it's gonna suck for her. Arguably, that will have a worse effect. No, I don't want to say worse. It has the potential to have a bad effect, basically. She's going to be singled out as being like the loser that has no access to the online world, and all her friends are just vibing to lo-fi and on Discord and having fun, right? And she's not going to have any of that. So like, it's I don't think I'm just gonna say it. I don't think parents should decide what kids can and cannot do. Kid wants to do something, let them do it. If they don't like it, great. They've got that learning experience. With some exceptions, obviously, don't let your kid go and fucking murder somebody or get into a drunk driving accident. But like there are limits, what if it's drugs? Let them do all the drugs. Kids should do every drug at least once. Um, that is, of course, for legal purposes, a joke. But yeah, I mean, like rather than trying to protect your children from all the woes of the world, teach them what the fuck is going on. Be like, yo, kid, this is the internet, all right, and there's a lot of cool things on the internet, but there's also a lot of cringe shit on the internet, all right. Here's what you can expect to find on said internet, and look, this is the reality. You got to deal with it. If you want to access the good things of the internet, you're also gonna have to deal with the shitty things of the internet. That's just how it is. If I turn this into a YouTube video, it's gonna have like 1,000 cuts as I get rid of all the parts of me talking and just keep all the parts of me eating. Or keep all the parts of me talking, get rid of the parts of me eating. And my brain had an aneurysm. And like, yeah. Because like, on the internet, Kid, listen, kid. I am your parent, and I know that the internet has people that don't like you, and you just gotta deal with it. But the internet's also got like cool shit, and that's cool, and you can access that shit. You know, that's like all you gotta do as a parent. Just be like, yo, kid, this is what's up. Here's how you deal with it. And if you have any questions, hit me up. Don't be like, bad, internet bad, banned from this household. No internet for anybody ever. That's fucking cringe. Dumb. Jason Nicholson, look. I highly doubt Jason's gonna watch this. But in the 0.0000001% chance that he does, my guy, listen. Why is this not going full screen? Bitch. There we go. Listen, Jason. Alright, I understand. Okay? The internet's a scary place. There's a lot of stuff on the internet. Okay, and you want to protect your daughter from experiencing the scary shit on the internet. But listen. Alright, the internet's really cool. Okay, I mean, I'm doing this through the internet. I'm talking to my chat. I'm vibing with the music. I'm talking to friends on Discord. I'm coordinating time that we can all vibe together, you know? And through the internet, I can find other people that are talented and funny and cool and all that fun stuff. So, like, the internet's a really powerful place. You just have to know how to use it and how to manage the stuff that's not so cool on it, right? So, like, teach your daughter that stuff, all right? Tell her what's up. Tell her what's going on. Tell her how to deal with the cringe and how to navigate this really scary world that we live in. Because let's be honest, you can't keep her away from it forever. So why not ease her into it now? Let her experience it. You know, and like everybody works through it together. All right. I feel like that's what's best. That's what's best for everybody in the long run. I mean, I'm not an expert parent or anything, but I am an expert ex-child, so I have experience in that department. And I can tell you that your daughter will not like you. She will not appreciate you if you don't let her do stuff. That's all I'm saying. Now my fucking pizza's cold, so I've been ranting for half an hour. God damn it. It says lays a bare problem when it comes to the ever-growing online world. A lack of action from the Canadian government in regulating it. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Government regulation in the internet is a very slippery slope. Alright? You let the government regulate anything on the internet, and it's like I don't know how to say this, but like it's not something that I think we should be thinking about, to be honest. what we can do that I would be for is we can regulate the companies that use the internet and what they do on it. And if that's what you're talking about, then cool. Like I'm totally for regulating what these massive giant companies that own the fucking world do. Fuck them. They make $1 bajillion a year and fucking treat everybody that isn't the CEO like shit. So fuck them. Regulate the fuck out of those people. However, if you're talking about actual internet regulation, absolutely not. No. The government does no. Alright? I feel like I shouldn't have to explain why that's not the brightest of ideas. Because here's the thing with government regulation, right? You're all like, government, listen, the internet's kind of scary, and I don't like it, because I'm fucking a little bitch, and I'm softer than a basket full of kittens. Please do something. And then you provide no further context, and the government's just like, alright, we'll try our best. And then they impose numerous internet laws. They block certain websites. They block certain apps. Like that's where it would start, I would imagine, is just blocking certain websites, certain domains. And like the government doesn't know what's a good and bad website. I mean, they could just block all the porn websites, and then there's gonna be a mass uprising from adolescent teenagers. You'll see fucking teenagers going outside, jerking off to curvy sticks, because they got no internet. They got no websites to use. But like it wouldn't stop there. It would like the government would probably look into monitoring what people do on the internet, as if they don't do that already. Right? You got them regulating what people can post online. That would be like the next thing, right? It's a slippery slope, man. You don't want government regulating things that don't need to be regulated, right? And like I was saying earlier, the internet has a lot of really cool stuff on it. There's a lot of really cool people, a lot of really cool websites, and allowing the government to put in their own ideas of what is and is not allowed on the internet, it makes it harder for those cool people to do those cool things on those cool websites, right? TLDR, let your kids do what they want and tell the government to fuck off. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Alright, my pizza's cold, but whatever. I think it's a solid rant for the start of the stream. Let's drive some trucks. I'm I'm gonna make some tea while this loads. Do we keep the lo-fi going? I feel like at some point there's gonna be something that's like slightly copyrighted, and then YouTube and or Facebook is gonna yell at me. But until then, I don't give a fuck. Okay. Game. American Truck Simulator. Alright. For today's stream, you may have heard of it. ProMods Canada, a third-party developer for American Truck Simulator, has made... Well, they've been working on adding... They've been working on adding Canada. And so far, they've added Vancouver, Hope, Merritt, Kamloops, and Kelowna. And we've looked at that previously on stream. We can actually look at the map here. So this is Vancouver. Well, this is Vancouver, but like honestly, for anybody who doesn't live in Vancouver, Hope all the way to the coast is basically Vancouver. That's all you need to know. And previously we went up to Merritt, we checked it out, went to Kamloops, over to Salmon Arm, Vernon, Kelowna, down to Penticton, and then back to Vancouver. And in their last update, they've added a little bit. This I think is new, Delta Port, cool. And they also added Horseshoe Bay. There's a ferry that goes over to the island here that I imagine they'll maybe add at some point. Vancouver Island would be cool. We got the Sea to Sky Highway that goes to Squamish. Continues along to, I think this is Whistler. This is probably Whistler, that would make sense to me. Down to Pemberton. And then we got some logging roads to play with. That go way up into the back bush. These ones look like... This one looks like fun. Jesus Christ. I would imagine, actually, because I've been through this area quite a lot. So I think this is the Duffy. This goes through the... this is a high mountain pass road that goes over to Lillooet. And then this, I believe, goes up to Darcy. I think this is Darcy, and then this is the Seton Road. So I think this, I don't know if this is Seton or not. But yeah, there is a road that goes up along here, and then there's a railway that comes along through here as well. But if this is Seton and they've included Seton, then that's really cool. If not, I'm not too concerned. It kind of like does not exist. You can't see it. I fucking know you can't see it. I knew that. Shut the fuck up. God damn it. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional streamer. I swear to God. Please subscribe. Why is this not showing up? Lunar Client? I'm not playing Lunar Client. We're doing American Truck Simulator. Alright, fuck. Okay, we're just gonna do everything again like it never happened. Right. So previously explored on an earlier stream was Vancouver, Abbotsford, Hope, Merritt, Kamloops, Salmon Arm, Vernon, Kelowna, Penticton. And that was all fun and dandy, and then they've recently added Horseshoe Bay, Squamish, Pemberton, Lillooet, and Cache Creek. So we're gonna go up this way, over the Sea to Sky Highway, probably over the Duffy, or maybe in these backwoods somewhere, if that would be cool. That would be fun, if we can do that. Why is my webcam off? Oh my god, why is this so difficult? I hate this fucking game. There it is. Why was it not showing up earlier? That's the lo-fi. That's weird. This is fucking... Okay, I don't know. I'm so over it, Chad. I'ma be real with y'all, okay? I got home from work today, and I was like, I'm tired. I'm gonna take a nap. Set an alarm for 3:30. Alarm went off, and I'm like, I'm gonna cancel stream. And I was really close. I think it was 3:50 by the time I just fucking rolled myself out of the bed, and it was like, fuck it. I'll get pizza, do the stream, it'll be fine. I was very close to not doing it. Very close indeed. Anyway, I noticed that they have not included the Fraser Canyon Highway, which would go up here and then over here and then connect to Kamloops. So hopefully they add that next. It would be nice. It would be very nice. And then there would be a road that would go down from Lillooet. I'm guessing here. This looks like it's the road that goes down. It would go down here and it would connect to Lytton. But Lytton no longer exists because it literally burned to the ground. It literally fucking... It got so hot that it broke 50 million temperature records and then actually fucking combusted. Blew up in a fiery ball of fire. So yeah, Lytton no longer exists. Legally, geographically, spiritually, physically, it does not exist anymore. Lytton, never heard of it. Don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I'm already in Coquitlam here, so let's see if we can find something that goes up to Lytton, hopefully. Nothing here. And nothing here. That is cringe as fuck. That is irritating. I want to take a trailer up to the place. Surely. That goes to Princeton. We've been to Princeton before. I don't care about Princeton. I want to go fucking anywhere else. Surrey, that's too short. Needs to go to like Pemberton or like Lillooet. Surely one of those. One of these. Vancouver, Washington. That's the wrong Vancouver. Nothing. What the heck? What the heck? This is a scam. Kamloops, close but no cigar. Well, guess we're not taking a trailer. Fuck it. I don't need a trailer. Trailers are cringe. Who cares? Who cares about trailers? We're just here to truck. We're just here to truck, and that's all that matters. Okay, let's plan this. So we're gonna go up to Les Squamish. Maybe we go up to Bralorne. Canada has dumb fucking names. I'm just gonna say it. And then we come back down this way. No, bad. You go like this, and you go over here, and then we add another one down here. There we go. Perfection. And then up to Lillooet. We check out Lillooet. We see how good it is. Why are you not doing the things in order, game? Fucking hell. Two, 3, 4, 5. God damn it, that was harder than it needed to be. Okay. We check out Lillooet. I don't know if do we want to go through this. I think this is a back road, a dirt road, or this is, I'm imagining, a highway. We got a couple options. We'll see how we feel when we get to Lillooet. And then the end goal ultimately is Camp Hoops. Okay. Let's go! I got my Canada truck with my Canada flag and a Canadian national truck skin, because I can have a Canadian national truck skin and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay. Maybe we can find a trailer along the way, that would be cool, but I somehow doubt it. I somehow doubt it. Unfortunately, Canada is not quite big enough to get a whole lot of jobs that are just in Canada. Almost all of them are international from what I've found. Maybe I just steal a trailer. Or maybe I buy a trailer. We could do that. Trailer purchase. We just buy a random trailer and call it a day. What kind of trailers do we got? What kind of trailers? One of these bad boys for $100,000, which I can definitely afford. I have started on a new account, so I don't have like my trucking empire anymore. But I think we get this bad bitch. Or maybe we fancy a reefer. Although we're going on like logging roads, would it not make more sense to have like a logging trailer? Like you? You know what? Screw it. We're just gonna go without a trailer. I don't care. I don't care. No cares given. We're just gonna go. We've wasted enough time already. It's time to go. I hear a train. I don't see a train. That's over there somewhere. And we're off. I think I want this lane. This intersection is weird. And we're off my, yes! Oh my. This intersection is fucked. I'm just gonna go on like 6,000 different lanes here, everything's fine. Alright. Now, to fill in the time, we do a Q&A, even though there's like one person watching. Fuck it. I wish I was famous enough to do Q&As. Q&As are fun. I just like answering questions. If I'm in a question answering mood, most days I'm just like, fucking leave me alone. Don't talk to me ever. Pretend I don't exist. But you know, there are some days where I'm just like, I just want to answer questions. I just want to talk about me. Talk about my life. Share my life story. I'm pretty sure, I know I've said it on stream before, the various vehicular accidents that I've been in. Apparently I'm accident prone as a driver of the city. Never been in an accident before in my life. Alright? Out in the countryside. As soon as I moved to the city, I've had 2. 3 actually, but 2 that I've actually like physically been in. The other one was just like a hit and run. In a parking lot. Because someone was a loser. But the other 2 times, I was actually like in my car. Only one of which was my fault. I want to point that out. That's fun. The other one was not. So the first one, I know I've said this on I've told these stories on stream before, but I'm gonna tell them again so I can make a video because the audio in the last one sucked. So, like the first time, like it was just like a dent in the car. I don't know who did it. I probably never will know. Whatever. It's I don't care. It's just I don't really get upset because it's just fucking it's just a car. Like who cares? Insurance covered it. Didn't cost me a dime. So it's fine. So yeah, that was the very first one. Was there was a dent in my car, and while I was not physically in an accident in that case, this is relevant to the story, and you'll find out why soon. The next accident, the first one I was actually physically in. First ever accident that I've actually ever been in as well. By law, when there's a yellow light at an intersection, unless you're like already like basically in the intersection, you're supposed to stop. Alright, because the light is going to turn red. So if it's yellow and you're able to stop in time, you're supposed to stop. That's legally how that works. That's the rules of the road. Right? So I'm coming up to an intersection, it's a yellow light, I'm like, bet, I will slow down and stop because I am a good driver. Stop at the yellow light. BAM! Holy fuck! Absolutely destroyed by a car behind me. That's actually a lie. It was a tiny, smart car. That car got way more damage than mine did, but it was still like a rough impact. No airbags, but it was very alarming. And the fun thing too is I saw it coming. I've got a habit of checking my rearview mirror every time I stop at a light just to see like who's behind me. So like I stop at the light, I glance into my mirror, and I see the car coming up behind me, and like I know it's going fast. I'm like, there's that split second where my brain is like, that car's not gonna stop, and then it didn't. So that was fun. Yeah, very rough impact. And the funny thing is, right? When I got rear-ended, I was on my way to the body shop to fix the dent in my car from the very first time. So I'm already on my way to get the car fixed from a dent, and now I've got another dent on the other end. Oh shit, this looks exactly like the area on the actual Sea to Sky. The track is right there, the white canvas tent thing is there. That's amazing. It looks the exact same. Well, not the exact same, but like I recognize it immediately, so I say it looks good. That's cool. I could like pinpoint exactly where that was on Google Maps. I don't even need labels, I just know where it is. So that was fun. The lady who hit me, she was very, very sweet, very apologetic. Apparently it was just like, it was just really bad timing. It's like the second that I stopped for the light, I think her phone, which she was using as a sat nav, fell off her dash or something. Oh, this looks exactly like Squamish. I know exactly where we are in Squamish right now. There's that crossing that heads into the yard, the rail yard. And for some reason, every time we come to that crossing, the intersection we just went through, the lights turn red. Every single time. So like the traffic light is like linked up with the crossing, but like it's like set up the wrong way. So like traffic that is going parallel to the tracks is being stopped, and like traffic that is crossing the tracks is being allowed to just go through the crossing. So it's weird. But yeah, that was the second time I was in an accidente. Third time, the most recent one, entirely my fault. I was in a parking lot. Again with parking lots, it's always parking lots. I'm like getting groceries and stuff, and like here's the thing with this particular parking lot, right? Is like you go into the parking lot, right? And then you either go straight down like, I don't know what you call it, alleyway, aisle, I don't know what you call it. But like you can go straight and then there's parking on the right, or you can go right and then left and there's like a parallel alleyway, and there's parking on the left. There's parking on the left which connects to the parking from the first side of the parking lot. And like that's one of those ones where you can just like drive straight through from one side of the parking space to the other, if that's what you want to do, if there's no cars in the way. Or you can park on the right, which has a curb. So I'm parked in this parking lot. I'm in the middle bit, right? I'm in the middle bit where you can just drive from one side of the entire parking lot to the other if there's no cars in the way. And this is an important detail. Alright, keep this in mind. I get in to my car after buying groceries. Where can I park that's gonna let me sleep? I just want to sleep so it's daytime and we can actually see the route, see the map. I park in the middle part, and I'm like, I think what I did was I drove in through like the first part of the parking lot, like on the left side, left alley side, and then drove in to the parking lot on the right, and then went straight through to the left side parking. This is confusing, I know, for some people. Somebody's not getting it, and I don't know how to explain it. Maybe I draw it. Do I draw it? I'm just gonna draw it. Microsoft Paint. Is that a thing? Do I have that? I do. Time to show y'all my art skills. Okay. So. Right. Why does this not work? Oh, because it's white. There we go. Perfect. Bruh. I don't know how this works. I never use this. I want a thick one. Ah, fine. I'll use the pencil. God damn it. Okay, fine. So, you go in through here, right? And then you can either go up this way, or you can go straight. And then there's parking here. Line. Parking here. And you can drive from here to here if you want to, because this is just a line. And there's more parking here, and there's a curb. So I come in, I drive in through here, and then go straight into here, and then I'm parked here. Alright? Now y'all see how it is, and it makes sense, and there's no confusion. Great. Back to the game. I'm terrible at explaining things. It's hard. English is hard. It's a dog shit language. So I'm parked there, right? And then I get my groceries, and then I come back. And so I'm like facing out towards the one driveway you can take. But here's the thing, right? I had a bit of a dumb moment. Bit of a Dumbo. Bit of a goof. Bit of a gaff. I thought that it was in the parking lot with the curb. So my brain is like, I gotta back out into the laneway so that I can drive out of the parking lot. Completely forgetting the fact that I'm in the middle part, and backing up would lead me into a car that was parked behind me. So you can put 2 and 2 together as to what happened. Let's explore Squamish a bit. Needless to say, accident ensued, right? I feel a bump. Like, I'm going really slow. Like, I'm trying to back out all calm and collective and stuff. Yeah, this is Squamish. I'd say this looks like Squamish. This is the roundabout. There's a Dairy Queen over there, but it's a pizza whatever. So I'm going really slow, right? So I hit this truck behind me, and it's like a love tap, right? Barely make a scratch. But the lady behind me, she's a little flustered, understandably so. I mean, I just fucking hit her vehicle. And she had a kid in the back seat, so like her immediate concern is for the safety of the small child. And I guess her husband was inside shopping as well, so she calls him to come outside. There's also a cop, a police officer in the parking lot, a few parking spaces away, right? And the husband immediately goes to the cop. He's like, "Yo, someone just hit us. Help." And he comes to me, and I'm trying to be nice. I'm super apologetic, and like they're reasonably fine as well. They're actually like very sweet and understanding, and they're just chill. I'm massively speeding. And they're very nice, and like we look, and there's like not even a scratch anywhere. You wouldn't have even known that anybody hit anybody. But they explained to me that they were hit by somebody almost the exact same way at a previous date and time. And the person who had hit them, like it was like the exact same situation as me, the person just backed into them. But then that person that hit them was like, no, this is all your fault. You hit me, get fucked. And they're like, and they're in court, they're trying to like fight for this. They've got dash cam footage and all that fun stuff. Why is traffic going so slow? Speed up, you fucks. Speed limit's 43, you're doing half that? Oh my god. So yeah, they're like fighting this person in court at the moment. So like that's why they got the cop involved, because they're like, they don't want to have to fucking deal with this, which is understandable, right? You know, it's a lot of stress dealing with court and insurance claims and all that bullshit. And the annoying thing too with our driving laws, with ICBC and all that fun stuff. If someone when there's a vehicle that hits another vehicle from the rear, by default the vehicle at the back is the person at fault. That's just kind of like what the law defaults to, like, because like in 90% of the time, when there's like a rear ending of some sort, it is the person at the back. It's their fault, right? This is one of those very few moments where like it was the person at the front who's at fault, but because the way the law is, the system just defaults to the person at the back being at fault, unless they can prove otherwise. And thankfully, this family have dash cam footage. Why is the stream so laggy? Is that on the stream or just on my OBS? I don't know. Let me actually check something real quick. Okay, American Direction is just taking up a lot of resources. That's fine. Ah! Almost hit that car. I almost pulled him. Oh fuck! I hit him anyway. God damn it. Well, fuck him. Looks like you joined at an interesting time. Yes. I'm recounting a story of when I hit somebody with my car. But yeah, so like the law defaults to the person at the rear of the accident being at fault, unless they can prove otherwise. And thankfully, this family has a dash cam, so they're trying to win their claim in court. But yeah, it's a lot of stress, and they were explaining this to me, and I felt really bad. And they were just like, "Listen, we're not gonna claim it. If you're not gonna claim it, we'll just be on our merry way." Because like they don't want to deal with another claim. It's a lot of pain in the ass. But I mentioned earlier that there was a cop there that they talked to. Why is it laggy on OBS? Chat, is it being laggy on the stream, or is it just on my OBS preview? Because if it's lagging, then that's problematic. Why is it every time I try to tell a fucking story on stream, my stream is just like, eat shit, pussy? OBS being a bitch? Okay, good. Fantastic. I swear, every time I try to tell a story on stream, my stream is just like, nope, not gonna happen. Anyway. So, I had mentioned earlier that the gentleman met up with a police officer prior to interacting with me. And so the cop comes over to mitigate. And right off the start, he says, "Listen, this accident occurred in a parking lot. It is not my problem to deal with." And then he goes on to say, he's like trying to find somebody in the area that's like possibly overdosing, and he's trying to find them. And like he does not have time to deal with this parking lot scuffle. So like, you know, the stakes are pretty high, and he's got shit to do. And then he just doesn't leave. He just doesn't leave. He just stays there, you know, interacting with us, walking us through the whole exchanging information part. Even though we agreed that we weren't gonna do any claims, he's still just sitting there watching us, babysitting us, fucking holding our hands through this whole process. And like, I'm like, bitch, are you not trying to save somebody's life right now? Why are you still here? Why are you still here? You said this isn't your problem, and yet you're making it your problem. I didn't want to say that in case he fucking tried to kick my ass, because I'm not a fighter. I'm a little bitch. I've got no muscles, no strength. I'm a lover, not a fighter. So, you know, I couldn't take down a cop. But like, I mean, he mentioned that the stakes were pretty high, and that he had somewhere to be, and then he just didn't go anywhere. Oh god, the police are after me. They heard me talking shit. They heard me talking shit. They're after me. Oh no. But yeah, it was a lot. It was interesting. I don't understand. Police are odd people. I mean, most police are nice. Most police that I've interacted with are very lovely. But that one particular officer, I don't know. Not sure what his purpose was for being there. He said he had somewhere to be, and then he didn't leave. So, but yeah. I also feel like it's worth pointing out the family that I hit, their vehicle that I hit, not white, and yet they were like the nicest people that I've ever had the pleasure of interacting with. And I point this out because I feel like if it was a white family that I'd hit, then they would be a lot more angry. They would absolutely be filing claims. They'd probably be like calling more cops, not just harassing the one cop that was there. I don't know. I just feel like immigrants are just so much nicer than white people. Is like am I wrong? Am I an asshole for thinking that? Am I racist? I don't know. But I just feel like, you know, when a white person gets into an accident and someone hits them and they're causing a scene. They're like trying to start a fight. They're trying to like start shit. And like, you know, so far, like every like person of color that I've interacted with in Vancouver, they're just like the sweetest people that I could ever have the pleasure of meeting. Like my landlord's super nice, very lovely, patient, calm, understanding, just the most wonderful people I know. And they make me food every now and then, and it's great. If my landlords were white, no shot, no fucking shot. Would I be getting food every now and then? They'd be yelling at me every time I'm gaming and I'm getting a little bit loud. I'd be evicted by now, I'm sure, if my landlords were white. I'm just saying. And if that sounds racist, you know what? Fuck it. Fine. I am racist. I'm racist towards white people, because fuck white people. They're assholes. People of color, lovely people. Love all of them. They're great. White people are cringe. That's all I have to say. But yeah, that was my my experience being into a vehicular accident. Yeah, fun stuff. Fun stuff indeed. Cops are dumb. I mean, I feel like most cops are nice. Most of the time when I interact with police, they're very nice. I was pulled over once. Since we're on the topic of police and me and my car and my adventures. I was pulled over once. Nothing serious. I just didn't have my my lights on. It was dark. I think I'm like getting home from work. And like the thing is with my car is the lights, the headlights for nighttime running usually come on automatically. But I had just taken my car for servicing, and I think they had turned off. What the fuck did I just hit? I feel like I'm hitting something. I'm scared. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna ignore it. Truck isn't dying. It's fine. Look at that view, though. Shoosh. Hang on. Let's pull off to the side here. Let's have a gander. Let's not go into the ditch. Jesus Christ. Look at that. Hang on. Slight pause in the story. Slight pause while we take a photo. Don't know why a CN International truck would be up here, but you know what? Who gives a shit? Not me. Maybe we go down a bit. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful, mate. That's fucking beautiful, isn't it? Sheesh. Alright. Nice! So, yeah. When I took my car in for servicing, I guess they turned off the automatic headlight thing. And I didn't realize it, so I'm like driving with no headlights or taillights, and the cop pulls me over. He's like, yo, your taillights are off. I'm like, oh, I don't know how to turn them on. Because like, I never use it. It was always automatic for me. He's like, oh, it's just that button there, and I turned it on. I'm like, oh, thanks. And then I went on my merry way. No fine, no ticket or anything. So, you know, he was super chill. He was nice. I was following someone home the other night. They didn't have their lights on. I was flashing mine and had like threads behind me doing the same thing, and the guy never noticed. Lol. Lol. Yeah, some people are very not observant. Speaking personally, because I, too, am a very not observant person. A bit of a spoiler alert. I'm actually kind of dumb. My IQ, not that high. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I'm just gonna expose myself online, right here, right now. I'm not that smart. I don't notice a lot of things. So I'm sure if I was in that exact position and people were flashing at me, I'd be like, bitch, why the fuck you flashing me? Get the fuck off my back. Not realizing that, like, I don't know, there's something, like the back of my car is like falling apart and I'm just not realizing. I get it. I get it. I can understand it. My car can't turn my lights off while driving unless it's in park. Interesting. Interesting. Where are we going? We're just on this road in the middle of fucking nowhere. Oh, that's awkward. Oh no, it goes to the right. I thought that gate was in our way. I was like, oh, that's inconvenient. Keeps going this way. I really like logging roads. I just like just roads that just go off into the middle of nowhere, away from civilization. You know, the kind of roads where like if you get lost in, you're fucked. Because there's no cell reception, there's no civilization. There's like one other car a week, maybe. You know, the kind of roads where like there's probably at least a buried body or two down there, you know. Those kind of back roads. I like them. They're my favorite. Ooh. Ooh. Hang on. I have a thing to explore. Just gonna visit this random person in the middle of nowhere. Beep beep. Anybody growing weed out here? No? Well, this was fun. That said, I would hate to live out here. The amount of distance you'd have to travel just to get to civilization and like buy groceries and stuff. Talking about accidents, almost killed some guy the other weekend. Holy fuck. This isn't GTA, bro. Chill. Ran the crossing, came within 4 feet of hitting his head and with the coupler. Oh my god. So you're on a train. That was not great. Did I hit the ditch? I am smart. This is problematic. I better not be stuck. This is problematic. Am I moving? Very slowly, yes. God damn it. As if I'm stuck on that! Oh, I'm stuck on that. There we go. Where am I reading this? Twitch chat. So I've got multiple streams on multiple different platforms, so you can't see it, but there are people chatting on other platforms. Yeah, I've come close to hitting a few people with my train as well. I've had some close calls, both with civilians and with actual railroad employees. Thankfully, I've never hit a person. I've hit plenty of animals. Hit a horse once. In Pemberton, actually, in this place. Deer, dogs, but no people, thankfully. And ideally, I go my entire career without hitting somebody. That would be preferred. Man, we are proper lost. This is like very BC though, I feel. Like if you look on Google Maps, BC is just riddled with logging roads, just fucking everywhere. In fact, I would go so far to say that there are more logging roads and like bush roads than there are actual paved highways. I stand by that. BC is like 90% logging road. Well, no, BC is 99% trees, 9% logging road, 1% highway. There you go. That's the math. That checks out. You can fact check it. Ah, smooth road. Well, this is interesting. I've never been out this way in real life, so I don't know. I cannot confirm the legitimacy of this. Although I do know like some of the roads out past Lillooet in the back area are paved. So that could be what this is about. Holy fuck, that's a bridge. That's a bit of a bridge, and I see a car! Civilization! Wait, where does this go? Oh, this goes over here. I don't think we need to check this out. Why is there a gas station here? Is there an actual town? Oh, this is Bralorne. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Bralorne, BC. Well, it is a place that exists. funny, interesting to be a gas station up here. I feel like there isn't actually a gas station here, and the game just put one in because they're like, you know what? Somebody's gonna drive up here, and they're gonna have no gas in their truck because they're dumb. So they just put a gas station there. That makes sense to me. Shalalth! I know Shalalth. We drop off Transformers there once every 10 years by train. If they have Shalalth in here, that would be a cool place to have a place to drive trucks to. Although I don't think they normally transport the Transformers by truck, but they might transport some other stuff. They usually send the Transformers by train just because it's legitimately faster. And probably cheaper, I imagine. What the fuck's going on here? Oh, it's a tree. My graphics turned down. I feel like graphically this isn't top 10. Oh, everything's high, so I don't know. I mean, it still looks pretty cool. That's gonna be fun to drive on. Oh, there's an actual dam here. What? I'm thinking this might be the reservoir. Because Shalalth, it's a BC hydro plant. It like pumps water from this reservoir, like on the other side of a mountain. It pumps it up and over the mountain and into Seton Lake, and it generates power that way. Oh, what? What? This is cool. I feel like I'm going into like a secret cave. Secret underground base. This is the entrance. "80 kilometers an hour on this dirt road? On this dirt road? Are you serious?" That's wild. That is wild. No shot they allow 80 clicks on this. Oh, there's a car behind me. I feel like this truck is not meant for this kind of road. It's the automatic gearbox. It's like as soon as it shifts up in that brief period that it like throttles off to shift up, it slows down enough to like shift down again, and it's dumb. I'm turning off the automatic gearbox. This is actually annoying me. I don't know what this is. Real automatic. I think that's what I want. Oh yeah, now I can actually control the shift thing. Okay. I feel like we can just like hang out in 12th gear, to be honest. I would love to take a trailer through here. I just really like these kind of roads. I don't know why. Oh, that view though. See, I think that's Seton Lake down there. That might be BC Hydro down there. Shalalth. Slow? Fuck going slow. We're on a tight schedule here. Ah! Okay, maybe we go slow. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Dude, this road is awesome. Another truck? What? Huh? What? I'm so confused. Well, there's the railway, so this is definitely Shalalth. Shalath? Shalath. CP! Absolutely not! This is CN trackage. Get out of here. Get out of here, you thought. This game's bad. 0 to 10. I'm refunding it. And what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm so confused. This game needs help. This would be Seton. Or Darcy, maybe? Nope, Darcy's coming up. Oh, they consider that Seton Tunnel? Okay. Well, it's a little bit scuffed on this part, but you know what? I'll allow it. I would do this quite a bit differently. This is quite a bit different to how it actually is. The first part, where everything, all the fucking ghost traffic was, that part's pretty good. Hang on. Photo op. That's the radio. I don't give a fuck about the radio. Woo. This truck looks way too clean for having just been on a fucking dirt road. Some fun facts about this area. Very prone to rock slides and rockfall. In our area that we drive the train through, from the small town called Darcy to Lillooet, it's about 2 hours by train. We have to have a truck go out in front of us on the tracks, just to make sure there's no like stuff on the track they're gonna run into, rocks particularly. Because like rock falls just that frequently that there has to be a patrol in front of us. And there have been times, not on my shifts, but in other shifts from stories that I've been told, of rock slides coming down in front of trains, behind trains, on top of trains. That's a fun one. So, this was not me, but this was another person who was running a work train, a continuous welded rail train, I believe it was. These are trains that just contain like long strings of rail. Oh, so this is Darcy. So this is where the patrol starts. It goes in front of the train, about 5 miles ahead of the train. So anyway, this guy's on this work train. They're heading towards Lillooet. What the fuck? What did I hit? And a rock slide comes down, and it hits the tail end of the train. Literally, a rock slide comes down, buries half of their train, the back half of their train. They just cut off the power and fuck off. Like, they just left it. They just fucking went for it. It was gone. So that's terrifying. Can't imagine what that would be like. I have been going through and then had like not a huge rock slide, but like just like a bunch of like small rocks and like twigs and shit falling down on top of my locomotive, and like you can hear it bouncing off the roof of the cab. That's fucking spooky. So yeah, very dangerous place. I'm honestly kind of glad we don't run trains through there anymore, because it's sketchy as fuck. And like the lake too, it's a glacier-fed lake, so it's really cold and it's really deep. The lake that I'm told is as deep as the mountains are tall. It is very deep. So you imagine your train derails, you go into the lake, you're gone. You are gone. There will be a closed casket funeral, empty casket. Good fucking luck. The lake doesn't freeze over very often, but there are some winters where the lake does freeze, and you can see holes in the ice where all the rocks have come down and like bounced over the track and broken through the ice. It's pretty crazy. Gonna get gasoline. Hello? Bitch? Bitch? What do you mean? This game makes no fucking sense. I just wanted to get gas, man. Here I am being harassed sexually by an ambulance. Sexually abused. And you know what? Because it's an emergency vehicle, automatically my fault. Traffic laws are dumb in this fucking province. Yeah, cars just keep driving into me and disappearing. This is weird. I think the traffic on this map needs some work. But I'm gonna take a quick break and make some tea, because I want tea. Gonna put the kettle on, make a cup of tea. Do I actually have any clean cups? That's the real question. I do! Fantastic. Since I'm sharing stories about the railway in this area, actually, I'm going to save it till I get my tea first. Tea. Tea. QRST UV. I got a visit service? Well, thankfully there's one like right there. But that ambulance is fucking cringe. How much money do I not have now because of all my blunders and fucking ambulances attacking me? $23,000. Well, that's more money than I have in real life, so can't be that bad. Don't hit me. You're gay. Alright. This is why we can't do nice things. Urge. Alright. We're gonna go out here, I think. Yeah. Alright, back on the road. We're gonna go over Le Duff. The Duffy, as it is known. Did someone just fucking rear end me again? Bro, why am I so prone to accidents? Why is everybody trying to hit me all the time in real life and in game? This is dumb. Leave me alone. It's a bus. Goddamn buses every time. Fuck buses, dude. Alright, here we go. We're beginning the climb. Maybe I should have slept while I was there so we could do this in the daytime. Oh well. There might be a rest stop near the summit. There should be. I don't see why there wouldn't be. Oh. Tea time! My kettle whistles at me. It's a very old kettle. Normally I have my my cup of liquid at the start of the stream, but today we're starting in the middle of the stream. Because why not? What are you gonna do about it? Alright, I've acquired my tea. Time for me to share with you the worst week of my career working for CN. In this area, in this Squamish to Lillooet route. So we have some very steep hills, right? Well, steep for a train. I think the steepest grade is like just under 2.3%, or just over, somewhere in there. Which for a train is very steep. Now, when we used to run trains, the shift you had was 6 days on, 3 days off. So you would have one trip going north from Squamish to Lillooet, and then the next day south, Lillooet to Squamish, and then you would do that 3 times, totaling 6 days. and then a 3-day weekend. Now, on this particular week, this was, I think, in January, so we had a huge dump of snow. This was, I think, 2020, January 2020, I believe. So we have a huge dump of snow, and I mentioned earlier about the patrol trucks that have to go in front of us. So we run two trains a day, one that goes north and one that goes south. They usually meet somewhere in the middle. On this particular day, the patrol truck took the train south to meet us in Squamish, and then once the train got into Squamish, he would take us north. And the patrol truck derailed. Yes, patrol trucks can derail. They do it a lot. And it damaged the truck, so we had to get a new truck. And the new truck that he got had dually wheels, so he had double wheels on the back of the truck, so they're wider. That is important to note. Then, when it was his turn to take us up the subdivision, up this particularly steep grade, because of those extra wide wheels at the back of the truck, he was gripping a lot of snow and kept spinning out on the hill. And of course, we can't just we're a train. We can't just fucking go with the truck in our way. We'll destroy the truck. So we have to wait several hours behind the truck for a crane to come down the grade and dig the truck out and pull him up to the top of the hill. And it sucked for the patrol truck ahead of us. It wasn't too bad for me because I just sit in the warm locomotive cab sipping my tea. What sucks though is that it was a 16-hour day for us because if we don't get to Pemberton by a certain time, we will not make it to Lillooet within our legal running hours. So we have to tie the train down and we have to get a cab to Lillooet. And the cab to Lillooet is actually longer than the train ride because we have to go over this mountain pass that we're driving through right now. It's faster by train. It's 2 hours by train. It's 2.5, almost 3 hours by cab. So that's a 16-hour day for us. That was the first day of my week. Second day, not too bad. Go south, very uneventful for the most part. The third day, we're going up. Patrolman has a new truck that's not cringe, but we stall. We have two just absolute dog shit locomotives. They suck. They were trash. We were pulling 80 cars and they're all empty, so really light. Most of the time it would not be an issue. Oh, there's a train right there. Most of the time it wouldn't be an issue, but the units were just so useless that we stalled on this mountain grade. And the thing is, right, with where our tracks are situated, actually I can probably show you in Google Maps. In fact, I could probably find the exact spot that I stalled at. Somewhere in here. So, somewhere in here you can see, it's very high up on the mountainside. So it's like a straight cliff down, straight cliff up, right? Nowhere to really go except along the tracks. So I have to walk, well, I'm skipping parts of the story. So we stall in the grade, right? Our only option really is to back up the train down to the bottom of the hill, set off some cars in the siding to make us lighter, and then try to run the hill again. And the thing is, when it comes to backing up trains, you can't just back up. You can't just do it, okay? You have to have somebody at the back of your train to keep an eye on things so that you can stop the train where you need to, and also to make sure you don't fucking hit anything. By default, there's nobody at the back of our train, so who do you think has to walk 80 cars, a mile and a half, from one end of the train to the other, steep cliffs on both sides, balls deep in snow, no snow pants! That sucked. There's no better way to say it other than it fucking sucked. It was dark by the time we got to the bottom of the grade and set off our cars and then started going again. Another 16-hour day because we couldn't make it to Lillooet within our legal running time. So 2 out of 3 days in our 6-day week, 16 hours long. Cringe. Cringe as fuck. The next day. Why is my, oh, I need to replenish my air. Because trucks are cringe and have air brakes. The next day, going from Lillooet south, this is day 4 of the 6-day work week. We have a particularly heavy train, all loaded cars. We have 3 very new locomotives, very strong locomotives. They've got very good traction. So, like, these locomotives, they use AC traction, which is, they're just very, very good traction locomotives. Nothing can stop these locomotives. Like, they eat steep grades for breakfast. Bad weather, it doesn't matter to anybody. Alright. Except one thing. One thing does stop these trains, and I found out on day 4. Freezing rain. Freezing rain stops these fucking locomotives. Not as advertised, alright? They told me these locomotives were unstoppable. Lies. Lies and deceit. I was scammed. So, yeah. We stall once again, despite having really good locomotives, because it's freezing rain. And unlike the last place that we stalled, we can't just like back down the hill and put cars into a siding, because there is no siding. So the option then instead is to leave half of our train on the hill and take the other half up to the top of the hill, put it in a siding, then go back for the rest. Which doesn't sound too bad until you realize that whenever you leave a part of your train anywhere, you have to put enough handbrakes on it. These are like manual brakes, so you have to wrap on manually with your hand, your physical strength. You have to put on a certain amount of handbrakes so that the train does not move while you're not attending it. And like, we're on a steep grade. Our train is very heavy, so I gotta do a lot of handbrakes. Once again, deep snow, cliffs on both sides, and to make things a little bit worse than the last time we stalled and I had to walk my train, it's dark out. And you know what I discovered? When it's quiet and it's dark and you're alone with your thoughts, your brain likes to do some funny things to kind of keep you on your toes, if you will. I remember I kicked some snow by accident, and like, cause it's like chunks of ice, so like it goes like flying down the roadway. The roadway? The hillside. And like it's like chunks of ice because it's all freezing rain, right? So it just kind of makes like a skittering sound. And I freaked out. I thought there was like some fucking creature following behind me. I think my brain did more mental torture to me on that day than my entire childhood. Like actually. Where am I going here? I thought maybe I could just go around this, but I can't. So yeah, I'm gonna spare you all the boring details. That was another 16-hour day, very long day, and of course because of the freezing rain, everything's fucking frozen. The handbrakes on the rail cars, the switches, fucking everything. Everything's just frozen. Freezing rain is cringe. So yeah. Yeah, that was 3 16-hour days out of 4. There were 2 days left in the work week. I skipped them. I was like, fuck this shit. I am not working tomorrow. That was that. So yeah, that is the worst week of my entire career. And since then, I have always worked in the yard. I've never gone to Lillooet. Well, I've gone to Lillooet in a couple trains since, but I prefer working in the yard, just switching out trains as they come in. Cause like I'm home in 8 hours. None of this fucking stalling on the grade bullshit. I don't have to deal with that anymore. I'm done with it. Alright, anyway, that was the Duff and the Lillooet. They look alright. Fraser River! That looks nothing like the Fraser River. Looks like an oil spill. Not gonna lie. A lot of games I found don't do rivers very well. Like, I mean, I know rivers aren't like, it's not like a river simulator, but, you know, you put in a little more effort to make it look like a river. Why are my wipers still on? Hello? I'm so confused. Way too fast for that corner, but it's fine. Going way too fast for this construction site, but it's fine. Did I hit cruise control? Hello? My voice hurts from all this talking. I'm talking way too much today. My driving is impossible. I don't know how people eat food and drive at the same time. This is difficult as fuck. Also a really windy road. I got cruise control on and I'm going really fast. So leave me alone. Hurch. Oh, that's a nice view. $60 doesn't matter to me. I ain't afraid of no curve. Easy mode. Easy mode. No one's coming. No one's coming. Oh, this slow ass fucking truck. I don't think I've actually been to Cache Creek in real life. I've kind of been by it on my way to Williams Lake or coming back. I don't think I've actually been through it. I'm so not used to manually shifting my gears. What do you mean? I'm not even speeding. Oh, there's a cop behind me, because of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Cops, they just never leave me alone. They just never leave me alone. Harassing me all the time. Damn losers. It's like they think I'm black or something. Next stop I think is Kamloops. Right? Yes. Northern BC has a really cool, really interesting landscape. Because it's kind of like, it's mostly rolling hills. I noticed when I was up there once. It kind of makes me think of Alberta, but like more trees. It's like Alberta's like all rolling hills mostly, but it's just like all farmland and rolling hills. Whereas like northern BC is like all rolling hills, but it's like covered in trees and there's like a bit of marshland here and there. It's like a really cool landscape, and I quite liked it. I would definitely, I definitely just go for a scenic drive again, just because I can. And we have arrived. We haven't arrived yet, but we're pretty much there. I can see it on the map, so it's basically arrived. I'm gonna get ahead of this truck. I'm gonna get ahead of this truck. I'm gonna get ahead of this truck. Ah, shit! Well, that was ProMods Canada. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Looks really good, really nice. I'm gonna wrap up the stream because my voice hurts from talking and I'm actually really tired. So, I was gonna finish my tea. Um, just gonna pretend none of that happened. It's fine. It's fine. That never happened. Don't know what you're talking about. Alright. Hope you enjoyed this stream and some of the stories that I had to share. Next stream, whenever that happens, we'll be back with the Minecraft Origins mod. So if you don't want to miss that, be sure to click subscribe with the bell and you will never miss another stream ever again in your life. You can also follow Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, all that fun stuff. And that's about it. I will see you next time, whenever that is. Hopefully you tune in. If you don't, you were literally dead to me. Alright, have a good night. Peace.